Hello, old darlings. It's Mr. Dawson, sheltering in place, as I hope all of you are too. Today I want to show you how to draw a person in perfect proportions. All good things start at the head, so make a nice oval shape. Now, if at any time you think I'm going too fast, remember that you can pause this video after each step, or you can rewind a bit if you have to, so don't worry about that. Now, humans are typically 7 to 7.5 heads tall. That makes the math a little bit difficult. Michaelangelo used to paint and sculpt people with what he called heroic proportions. That means that his people are 8 heads tall. He stretched out the torso a bit. That was to emphasize the abdominal muscles, to make his men look more heroic. So 8 is easier to divide into halves and fourths. So if it's good enough for Michelangelo, it's good enough for me. Very lightly, draw a stack of 7 more ovals right about the same size as the head. So you'll have a total of 8, see? I'm just killing time so you can draw some ovals. Now humans are half legs, half everything else. Your hips are 2 heads wide. They're 4 heads down, right about the middle of your body. Bing, right there. Your knees are 2 heads lower, halfway to the ground, and your feet are 2 heads below that. You always want to be sure your legs always reach the ground, which is always precisely, always the correct length for any body, always. Your shoulders are 3 heads wide. Leave a little room for the neck and draw a line just about a third of the way into the second bubble. Now your elbows are about equal with your belly button. They're near the top of the 4th bubble there. Your hands reach all the way down to your thighs, between the 5th and the 6th bubble. Remember that your hands are bigger than you might think. A hand is as big as your face. Be sure to draw your hands large enough. Now's a good time to erase the head bubbles and add some flesh. First add the chest, then the pelvis, and the sides of the belly. Let's get some muscles on this man. A man's neck is as wide as his head. Women and children have heads that are larger than their necks because they have bigger brains than men do. Now, when you add muscles to the arms and thighs, only bulge out one side, usually the outside. And then you get down to the calves, you can bulge those out a little bit. But what you want to avoid is bulging both sides equally in most cases, because then you end up with something that looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or the Michelin Man. Neither one of these is actually the human ideal. Now that you've drawn a person in perfect proportions, try moving the arms and legs, just the way you did when we drew skeletons earlier in the year. Your drawings can be very flexible. All right, my darlings, I love you all. Stay safe, stay warm, stay home. I hope to see you soon.